Suge was involved in a number of altercations after death row. I mean, there was the shooting at Kanye's party. There was a bunch of fights he got into. You know, he just got shot at the Chris Brown thing. Were you guys in contact during this time, or?
I'm always contacted when something bad happens. Media finds me. Me, Suge don't talk like you think, but since my daughter has her own phone,
Yeah.
he does reach out to her. And every now and then how's my daughter and what is she and stuff like that. But I don't go to his bedside. I'm not his girlfriend. I don't, however do people's like, how is he doing? I said, I guess he's great.
Sure.
But other than that, I don't know. Like, some of the questions they're asking me about him from the last 10 years since we haven't been,
Yeah.
I don't know that Suge. I don't know the last 10 years Suge other than the fact that he stalks me to be in a starter's life.
Right.
Yeah.
You of course heard about what happened recently.
Yes.
With Terry.
Terry Carter.
Yeah, Terry Carter. Did you know Terry?
I think I remember Terry from a long time ago.
Okay. What's your take on this whole situation?
I think it's ironic.
How so?
A man goes through his whole life with all these speculatory things that have happened, and just in that split second, that's the decision that actually sums up your whole entire life. You've been served 15 lives. You've been to prison. You've done prison time. You've been shot a numerous amount of times. You beat jail time a lot. And then all of a sudden, in a split second, something that you probably didn't even intend to do happened. It's just ironic, And here you now are fighting for your life for something that you probably wouldn't have intentionally done. Do you know what I mean? It's just ironic how the universe will serve you.
We talked to Yella a couple of weeks ago, and he wasn't there or anything else like that. But his take was, Suge probably shouldn't have shown up to a place where Dr. Dre was.
Dr. Dre was there.
He wasn't there, but the story, and I don't know how true the story is, but the alleged story was that Suge went there to try to talk to Dre because I guess Suge was being portrayed in the NWA movie, but he wasn't part of the movie and so forth. No?
I can say this. Dr. Dre would have never met Suge Knight there. It just didn't happen.
Okay, so the story you heard is different.
No, but I know Dre. Oh, I did know Dre.
You did know Dre.
And I don't think that part of Dre's changed.
Right. Dre.
He is not going to meet Suge in Compton. Right?
Right. Right.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Based on what you know about the story, about what happened, you think that Sugar's going to get off, or do you think that these chain of events, and it seemed like he's been beating the system so long that usually it catches up to you sooner or later.
Well, the funny thing is, and there's two cases, remember? Because the first one was the robbery of the camera.
Right.
And you were on probation from that.
Right. But a camera robbery is not that serious.
But you were on probation when you did that.
Yeah.
And then here you are here. So, we can keep acting like it's not there, but it's there.
David Kennard is his lawyer also, which is very interesting. Same guy from the beginning.
Yes. But that's why I say it's so ironic. Because you got to remember, the first time he did the 6 years that I did with him,
that was over the kicking of the.
Yes, but you have to remember, he didn't go to jail for kicking him. He was already on probation that he owed 5 years to 2 years ago and didn't make that 5-year transition. So that's why he went.
Right.
Who knew? So he keeps bargaining and bartering these deals. And now it's a different time. He's an old man. I told him, I said, you're an old man. I told him, you need to sit down. It's a different breed of kids out here now.
It seemed like people go to Suge when they feel they're owed some money and they can't get it, and Suge comes in and gets their money for them. Is that essentially Suge's kind of role? Because from what I understand, he kind of kept doing that after the fact.
It's been what he's done probably his whole life.
His whole life.
That's why when you say bodyguard, I go, yeah. If you got, I'm here, I got you, but I want my $300. Now I'm just saying 300. There might have been more. I'm just
Right.
don't want to figure out, but yeah, that's
Right.
what I've known him to do for ever.
Yeah, but after a while, it becomes harder and harder to do that.
Well, yeah. Did you pay attention that now we have cameras and technology and DNA and we have tracking devices, our phones.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot harder to do that.
yeah,
Come on. In the 80s, we didn't have all that stuff.
yeah. You could.
You-
It's all like urban legend.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Like the whole story with Vanilla Ice and everything else like that.
Right. See, you can't really prove any
Yeah.
of that. These days, it's right there for you.
It's right there for you.
Mhm.